Atleti will be facing Real Madrid. We have El Derby coming up in the Copa del Rey. They have been drawn to face them. We know that Real Madrid are actually in the chance to be in with a Copa del Rey win because of that comeback against Villarreal. One player who wasn't there to see it was Tchouameni. He was injured and went to Paris to watch the NBA. What do you make of this, Frank? He said, I apologise to my club, the coaching staff, my teammates and the Madridista fans for my presence at an event at the same time that we had a lot to play for in the Copa. I've been monitoring at all times what was happening, but I haven't done the right thing. I'm sorry.
Well, you know what, Kay? I don't know what is more shameful, to attend to an NBA game or to apologize that way after, you know. I know, take full responsibility for what you did, and you will be, you know, respected, I think. And when I was 20 years old, you know, I just signed for a club called Laval, and I wasn't picked to play, and I wasn't even picked to play, to be in the, as a substitute. And this particular weekend, that was my brother's wedding, and I didn't say a word to the coach, and I stayed in the stand, because I didn't have the courage to ask him to go to my brother's wedding. I think you have to commit when you signed for a club. I think Aurelien, and I love Aurelien, I defended him, you know, after the World Cup, and some people will make some racist comment about him because he missed a penalty, which was absolutely shameful. So I love the guy, but I think he knows the schedule of his club. I think he entirely commit to the club, but if he decides to have some good time because he's injured, well, you know, again, take full responsibility, and nobody will be well upset with you. That's all right. You're young, you want to see NBA. We all know that the NBA is important nowadays, even in Europe. So that's understandable. And it's not because you're not watching your team that's at the end of the world, you know. I sometimes didn't watch Chelsea, you know, while I was at Chelsea because I was injured, only because nobody showed that game, you know. So that was okay. That was simply okay. It's not the end of the world.
Julien Laurent was also at the NBA game in Paris. Obviously, he got his VIP tickets in the mail. What about you, Frank? Why weren't you there?
It was when was Sunday. I think I was on stage for my play in south of France, and so that's why I wasn't invited. But you know, I went to, when I was in LA, I went so many times to see the Lakers or even the Clippers at the Staples Center. So I'm good. I'm good with NBA, and I know that it's only the playoffs who are very interesting.
I like that.
The days wrong. Got his days mixed.
Hey,
you only got to go to the big ones.
I tell you, I like the fact that Tchouameni is saying, hey, while I was at the game, I was essentially on my phone saying, oh, scoring update. Okay, I'm covered. Huh? Imagine if that was enough. Imagine if, when we're watching games, instead of actually watch the game so that we can come here with an informed opinion, we just watch the scoring updates, right? It's unprofessional for us, and we're not part of the team. It's unprofessional for Tchouameni. He should be very well aware as to what's going on with his team, and he should be watching the game, and certainly should not be out in public in an event like an NBA game and say, hey guys, I'm here.
Mario, you're an NBA fan. Can you sympathise with Tchouameni?
Look, I can sympathize with him in the sense of, like, he needed to prep himself better for this situation. I totally understand what the guys were talking about, especially what Frank said. When you're young, I tell you, okay, you want to go to games like this. And what Frank said, I've been to, you know, fortunate, I don't like saying, but I've been to a lot of finals where the Lakers won in LA. So I have managed to see them from close up. But sometimes you got to, you know, instead of allowing the fire to come to you, set yourself up that the fire can't come. Just make it clear. Go to the coach, say to him, is it okay? Because I did it at Chelsea. I asked him, can we go somewhere? I remember us flying with a couple of players to Romania. They say he was on the plane, but we asked the coach, can we do it? And he said, yes. So then we went. But if he says no, don't do this because you're going to get problems.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.